and welcome back. Every time I sit down and film now, I feel like it's been a while since I filmed. I just filmed this makeup look that I'm wearing right now, and that was like the first time I have actually filmed a video in, it feels like weeks. Summer always does this to me where I just like don't want to film because it's so hot, and even the thought of like putting on makeup and putting on an outfit is just not, I just don't want to do it. So now when I film, it's like I gotta do 3 videos in a row so that I can maximize my time in my makeup. Today is going to be my July favorites. I feel like I just did June, but that's probably because I really haven't posted that much in July. So thank you guys as always for watching, and let's just go ahead and get started. It's very, very hot this evening. It's 7:30, but it is like over 30 degrees right now, and actually my bedroom is the coolest place in my apartment. I don't have AC, and it's just like I'm a sweaty mess. The first thing that I've been absolutely loving this month is this bronzer from Milani. This is their baked bronzer in the shade Soleil. I'm wearing it on my face today. It gives me this beautiful bronzy, warm, bronzy, sun-kissed glow. I really, really love it. The shade Soleil has a little bit of gold flecks in it, like a little bit of gold glitter, but I actually think it works in the summer. Like I think it just adds to your overall bronzy complexion. If you like bronzy makeup looks, or you just like looking dewy and glowy in the summer, this is a really great drugstore bronzer. So good. Every time I put it on, I'm like, wow, this is the most beautiful summer bronzer I've ever tried. So anyway, love that. A couple lip products that I've been loving. The one on my lips right now is Vitamin C by ColourPop. This is their Ultra Blotted lip. I love this shade. I've been wearing it so much recently. Like every time I go out and I actually put on a lipstick, it is this, because it's transfer proof, so it's not going to come off on my mask. It doesn't feel heavy on my lips. It's super lightweight. It doesn't feel creamy or sticky or anything. It's just perfect. It's the perfect lip formula. It lasts a long time. It can last through a meal. It's just a comfortable summer lipstick. So I've been loving this. And I have another lip product. This is L'Oreal's Age Perfect Luminous lipstick, and this is in the shade Luminous Pink. Actually, I don't know if it's Luminous. I think it's the Age Perfect Hydrating lipstick, and the shade is Luminous Pink. It is such a fun coral shade. I really, really love it. I'm not super into bright colors anymore on my lips, but for some reason I love this shade. So much fun, perfect for the summer, plus it is super hydrating. It's kind of like a creamy balm, like a pigmented creamy balm. I don't know, I really love it. And I actually think I want to pick up another shade for that would be more appropriate in the winter time, because I think that's when my lips could really use the extra moisture. So then my base products, I'm not going to talk you guys through all of them that I talked about in my July makeup stash because I didn't actually wear any of them. The only one that I did wear that I actually love is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi foundation. This is so, so nice. I actually really, really love it. I love the way it looks on my skin. The shade match is perfect for me right now. It matches my skin tone perfectly right now, but I wish it was a lighter shade because I feel like in the winter when my skin is super dry, this would be perfect. Like it would really make my skin look very luminous. It would just make my skin shine, which is not what I want so much in the summertime. I know my face is very dewy right now, but when it's a foundation that's dewy, I just feel like it drips off versus like these primers and concealers that I'm wearing today. All of that to say, I wish I had a lighter shade to wear in the wintertime because I think this would be the perfect winter foundation. Really, really love it. If you like light coverage, dewy foundations, this one is a really amazing formula at the drugstore. Plus, it lasts actually a pretty decent amount of time. I don't think I would wear it in like 33-degree weather, but in like the mid-20s, I feel like this foundation can still work. All right, and then my eyeshadow palettes of the month. Well, my eyeshadow palette of the month was actually 4 little quads, and they were all from Estate Cosmetics, which is a Canadian brand. I think they're based in Montreal. I'm wearing on Wednesdays on my eyes right now. I love these little quads. They're really easy to work with. The mattes are lovely, but the metallics are great as well. Like very easy to blend onto your lids. They have really nice pigmentation. They're not too metallic-y. Like they're that perfect shimmery metallic shade, I guess. Like they're not like blinding. I'm kind of over the blinding eyeshadow. I kind of like subtle in the summer. I love On Wednesdays. I also really love Foxtrot. It's probably my most used actually. And then 2 that I don't use as much, but I still like them. It's Peach Punch, and then also Merbabe, which again, I haven't used that much. I've used the mattes from this palette, but I really haven't dug into that teal yet. I really like them. They're a great formula. They're affordable, so definitely check out Estate Cosmetics if you're interested. They're actually a brand that I really like. They send me PR. They're like the only brand that sends me PR besides like Good Molecules, but I actually really like them. They have some good quality products. I wish they were more available in drugstores, but yeah, that's all the makeup that I've been loving this month. There are 2 books that I finished. I don't have either of them with me because one of them was a library book and the other one was my brother-in-law's copy. It was My Dark Vanessa by Kate Elizabeth Russell. It was actually a very hard book to read. The subject matter was really dark. It's basically about a teacher that grooms a 15-year-old student. I found it very hard to read, and it's just so frustrating. It's told from the 15-year-old's point of view, but then it also goes forward in time to when she's like 30-something, and how like the impacts of what happened to her as a child, how that traumatic experience impacted her as an adult, and it's a really difficult read. My sister was reading it as well, and she almost couldn't finish. She had a lot of trouble getting through the parts when the main character was 15. It's told from her perspective, and she's kind of in denial the entire book about what happened to her. She really thinks of her story as a love story. I guess the novel is about her coming to terms with what actually happened to her, like the abuse that happened to her. The whole time you're thinking, why doesn't she see this the way we see this, and why is she acting like this? And you're so frustrated. You know it's not her fault, and it's so frustrating. It's making me frustrated talking about it right now. But I actually think it's worth the read. You have to power through the beginning. It's really tough, but you got to get through until she's like fully an adult and there's no more flashbacks, because that's when I felt like I started liking the novel more, was when she was older. And then the next book that I read was The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides, I think that's how you say his last name. Okay, so I'm kind of torn. I read this book so quick. I started it at 5 p.m. one night, had a break for dinner, and then I finished it at 12 a.m. that same night, and I've never read a book in one sitting before. Like, this was the first time that has ever happened to me. And it's not like a short book. I think it's like 300 pages maybe, but it was a really, really quick read. You can really get through it fast. Like, clearly I got through it so fast, and I'm a slow reader, but it's like one of those books that I really enjoyed when I was reading it and I couldn't put it down, but it's not a book that I would read again. It's kind of like a one-shot book because it's a bit of a thriller and a mystery. Well, psychological thriller, I guess. It's about mental health. It's about a murder. I just feel like it would make a very good movie. And I actually think it might be better as a movie than a book, which I don't normally say. I always find the books better than the movies. Generally speaking, I find the books better than the movies. But I feel like this particular story would be better as a movie. Like, you would get that suspense and the build up, I think, a bit more as a movie. But it is good. I would definitely recommend you read it. It's worth the experience the first time around, but try and get it from the library or borrow it from someone. Like, I wouldn't recommend purchasing it because to me it's not a book that I would read again. But it was very exciting and I read it in a night. Never has happened to me before. Also reading Dr. Zhivago. I have about a third of the book left, so I'm not going to quite make it this month, but I'll probably finish it in August. And then I have some other good books on my list as well. There's a Celeste Ng, which we're reading for this book club with some of you guys. So we're reading Everything I Never Told You by Celeste Ng. And then I also have a book called The Brief Wondrous Life of Oscar Wilde, which I'm reading for my other book club. So I've got a lot of books on the go. August is my vacation month. I'm taking the next 2 weeks off work, so I feel like I'll get a lot of reading done. That sums up this video. Those are all of my July favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you, as always, for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I hope you guys are all staying safe wherever you are. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more videos, and I'll see you in my next one.